When does it snow in Ushuaia? What's the best time of the year to go skiing, to see the snow? When does it snow there? This is the main question of the minds of people who want to see snow and are planning a trip to Ushuaia. So we are going to explain to you in a nutshell with quick, useful tips, guys. So don't forget to give us the like on the video. That's very important for us. Subscribe to the channel because that helps us a lot, and let's go. Hey guys, for those who don't know me, I'm Gabriel Lorenzi, creator of the Grupo Dicas, one of the largest travel content networks in the world, and today we're going to talk about Ushuaia. When does it snow there? When is the snow season? When can you go skiing? What are the ski slopes? Where are they? How do they work? In short, a complete video summarizing the winter in Ushuaia. So let's go, buckle up! Ushuaia, for those who don't know, is a place that's visited in winter as well as in the summer. It has both sides. The benefits of the summer of going there in December, January and February are the days are longer. It's less cold, it's not hot. The summer there is still cold, and then you can explore the tours better. You can take the boat trip along the Beagle Channel. It's a nicer way. The trekking around Bridge Island. Trekking also takes you to the Emerald Lagoon, which is one of the most beautiful places in the world. All of this is easier in the summer, so the walks are much easier. The temperature isn't so abrupt, but people like snow. There are people who want to go and experience the snow for the first time, and Ushuaia is one of their favorite destinations. Why? Because it's not as popular as Bariloche. Bariloche in June, July and August has snow, and it's great for skiing. It's close to Buenos Aires, but it's very crowded, very popular. Ushuaia is already a little less popular, so you will have emptier slopes and the price is a little better. We've just made the video, watch it later. How much does a trip to Ushuaia cost, so you know all the costs and how much you need to travel there. So many people end up choosing to go to Ushuaia in the winter. But Gabriel, when is winter in Ushuaia and when does it snow in Ushuaia? So let's see. We have all the information here. Some people want to see the snow, so I'm gonna give you the complete details on when gets the snow, guys. Ushuaia has a slightly longer winter than the rest of Argentina because it's the city at the end of the world, as it's called. It's almost at the end of South America, and it's the closest city to Antarctica in the world, so it's a very down, very cold place. So its winter is longer. For beginning of June until the middle of October, you can already see snow. You can ski, snowboard, do all these sports. Bariloche and other places in Argentina a little further up that have snow are a little shorter. In June you still run the risk of missing it. It's more guaranteed at the end of June, July and into September. So Ushuaia has this longer period. So if you want to see snow, going during any of the periods is better. In terms of price, winter ends up being a little more expensive because people who like skiing, who want to go to the ski slopes and focus on the sport, end up going in July, August. If you go in June, you will already see snow. It's a nice period and it's emptier, a bit cheaper. But one tip is also to go at the end of September. And why? Because there's a lot of accumulated snow, so you will see a lot of snow on the slopes. In the places you'll be able to play, and it's a bit emptier and not so cold, so you don't suffer as much. And people, protect yourself, plan your clothing. If you're planning to go to Ushuaia in the winter, do your research, look for thermal clothing. You need a second skin, which is clothing that you put on top of your skin, another layer of clothing, and a third layer of clothing, which are those thermal jackets, windbreakers that don't pass the temperature. It has to be thermal, otherwise you will get wet, you will freeze. The boot has to be a sneaker and kind of a big boot, kind of strong thermal too, because it gets wet. That's it. Everything has to be suitable for the winter, so do your research because you're going to have these clothes. There's everything to rent there. If you want to rent, there are several stores on the hills themselves, on the ski slopes. You can rent clothes, you can rent the skis, and you can see the snow. But pay a lot of attention, guys, because the temperature, it's not child's play. It's very, very cold, and if you get wet, that's it. It's gonna be very complicated. And now let's talk about the ski slopes, how to do the tours, how to go skiing. There are several hills, they call them errors, which are the ski slopes. There are more than 17 around Ushuaia. There are some that are cheaper and emptier. The coolest of them all, which I think you have to visit if you want to see snow, is Cerro Castor. Cerro Castor, I think, is one of the biggest in Argentina. It has thousands of slopes, hundreds is also a lot, but there are several slopes. There's a beginner slope, an intermediate slope, an advanced slope, and there's a kids garden, which is an area for children to play in the snow. The cable cars to get you up to the mountain are modern, they're nice, so it's a track with a very good structure. It has restaurants, it has a complete structure, so focus on it. But if you want to explore something else, do some research, because there are several others around Ushuaia, and to get to these places to ski you have two options. You can do it on your own, and you can get there either by cab or by rental car, which in winter is a bit tricky, but you can also go on your own, buy a ticket which isn't expensive, and spend the whole day at the ski center, and you can use everything. You can use the cable car, then you have to rent the equipment, to rent the ski or the snowboard at the store, and then do your tour. You enjoy it there. You can go on your own, but it's a bit complicated. I think the best thing to do, especially if you're going there for the first time, is to get a guide, a tour from a company. There's a very good website. I'll even leave it here down in the description of the video and in the first link, a website where you can buy all the tickets and tours from all over the world, especially those from Argentina. Everything is going to be down here below. Everything really. They are very good, the prices are good, the payment is good, the service is good, everything was very nice. And on the website there is the ski tour, which is a complete tour that already includes the ticket to Cerro Castor. It already includes the lessons. You will have a 2-hour lesson on how to ski for those who are going for the first time. If you want, you don't have to take a class. You can also have a guide there who will advise you, help you, and then you're free to do your own thing. And there is transportation. They pick you up at your hotel in Ushuaia and take you there, so it's a very complete tour. You don't go through any hardship. They give you all the tips, the clothes, the equipment, because the first time in the snow is very different from what you imagine. You need to be careful, so I think it's very nice. And on the website we always buy the tour to Laguna Esmeralda, which is sensational. It was a very nice experience. I thought it was the most beautiful. It was my favorite. And the yacht trip along the Beagle Channel. There's the boat trip, which is a little cheaper, and the yacht trip, which a little bit more exclusive, but not much expensive. Check it out. It's not that much more expensive. It's worth it. It's really cool to see the penguins, to see sea lions. These were the tours we ended up choosing to do there. And in addition to these tips, there are some very important tips. In this video I focus on the snow, the weather, but watch the video. I'll put all the tips for Ushuaia here at the end of the video, because there are lots of important tips. Where to stay, how to get there, currency exchange tips for using money. We have a sensational tip that will save you half, not half, it's like half because of the parallel exchange rate. We managed to find a place that uses the parallel exchange rate, which is half the official rate. So there are lots of tips that will have a big impact on your trip. Watch it later. I'll leave them here at the end of the video, or play it there. All the tips for Ushuaia, Gabriel Lorenzi, it will come up, but it's the most important of all of your trip. Everything will be there. And that's it, guys. I hope you liked the video. If you like it, please don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to the channel, because that really helps us a lot. And don't forget to watch the other videos. I'll highlight the one with all the Ushuaia tips here, and the playlist with all the other videos for you to watch next. So thank you very much, guys, and have nice trips.